Hello and howdy. Welcome once again to Uncle Jeff's classroom. For those who are joining us for the first time, I'm Uncle Jeff, the teacher they just can't forget. And I will be negotiating this journey of learning English with you. There's a type of adjective that is used before nouns, and these are called articles. There are three such that must be clearly understood and used correctly. Today, we'll identify these articles and explain why they must be used at the particular times and before which words for proper expression. Of course, it is the focus of Uncle Jeff's classroom to promote the best possible way of expressing oneself. Correct use of these articles will always help to strengthen that. This lesson can be used as an avenue to take your level of writing and speaking and your proper expression to a higher plane. Let's begin with our usual short four-item quiz that we'll get back to at the end of our lesson. Get your pencil and paper and let's get started. In each of the following sentences, there may be a misused article. Rewrite the sentences using the correct article. If there's no error, rewrite the sentence as it is used. Here we go. We visited an house that was built in the 18th century. Although he was not the next in line, he was an heir to the throne. I was a student at a university in the Caribbean. It really was an unprecedented result. Now let's move on with our lesson on articles, with the understanding that we'll get back to those questions at the end of the lesson. There are two different types of articles in grammar. There's a definite article and also the indefinite article. The definite article is the, T-H-E, and it is used as an antecedent to refer to something or someone specific. This is used as an antecedent to countable or uncountable nouns, hence with singular or plural nouns. The indefinite articles are a and an, a alone and an. As the words imply, these are used when we are unsure of the specific entity to which we are referring. They're used as antecedents and refer to a singular, countable noun or pronoun. The use of the definite article is almost never problematic because it has such range to connect with so many different nouns. The indefinite article, however, often creates more difficulty. That will be our significant focus today. The rule of thumb is that the indefinite article a is generally used before words that begin with a consonant. The indefinite article an is generally used before words that begin with a vowel. While this may be the general rule, there are so many exceptions to that rule that makes the exception maybe even more important to understand than the rule itself. The first of these exceptions deals with pronunciation. The pronunciation of vowel or consonant that begin the word that is preceded by the indefinite article plays a significant part in creating exceptions. The indefinite article a is used before a word that begins with a vowel that is pronounced with the YU sound, YU sound. Example, a university, a YouTube selection, a Yuletide greeting. The indefinite article a is used before a word that begins with the letter O when it has a W sound. Exception, a one-way ticket, a one-in-a-lifetime event. The indefinite article a is also used before a word that begins with an expressed H. Note that, an expressed H, a horse, a home, a habit. The indefinite article an is used before a word that begins with a silent H, an hour, an honest word, an honorary degree. The indefinite article an is used before the abbreviation that begins with a consonant that carries a vowel sound. An NBA player, an MA degree. It must be noted that there are some countable nouns that can carry both the indefinite and the definite article. The one to be used is determined by whether the reference is specific or general. I visit a swimming pool every week. That's indefinite. I am at the swimming pool. That's definite. My friend bought a radio yesterday, a radio, which is indefinite. I listen to the radio every day. That is definite. These must be learned and clearly understood. There are some words that do not carry either of the articles. These are mainly words that are names of places or what we refer to as proper nouns, like Bridgetown. You don't say a Bridgetown or the Bridgetown, just Bridgetown, or Harrison's Cave, or St. Lucia. There is also an exception here. These proper nouns carry the definite article if they're plural, like the Pitons, the Kaichor Falls, the United Nations. As can be seen, the exceptions are more defining than the general rule and should be learned and practiced. Please, there must be practice. Now let's get back to the quiz we gave at the beginning. These should be your correct answers. If you have them all, give yourself the normal tap on the shoulder. Your answers should be 1. We visited a house that was built in the 18th century. The express H must carry the article A. It's not a silent H, an express H. 2, although he was not the next in line, he was an heir to the throne. The silent H must carry the article AN, okay? The indefinite article AN. 3, I was a student at a university in the Caribbean. The vowel with the U sound must carry the article A. It really was an unprecedented result. The basic rule with the article A before the vowel is followed. Okay? The basic rule, the A before the vowel. A. I hope that this lesson was helpful to you, and I look forward to sharing many more with you. To ensure this, please click on the subscribe button so as to keep these lessons coming. I thank you and say goodbye for now from Uncle Jeff to you who spent the time here at Uncle Jeff's class with me. Until next time.